offense getting set for first down.
Red 80! Red 80! Set!
Handoff to the single running back. Runs through the tackle. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now on second down.
Ready? Set!
To the air. It's Jordan. Oh, picked off. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Ready?
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work.
White 80! White 80!
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man on the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Aggies will snap it on first and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Poke, poke, poke. Red 18.
He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. How about the wheels on this A&M quarterback channeling his inner John Football?
Man, John Football was as exciting as it gets, and college football took notice. The Aggies were talked about in the news all the time. They need that guy at that spot to return if they want to be a national championship contender again.
Now on first down from the 43.
Blue 22. Blue 20. Hulk, Hulk.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open,
Let's go.
who do
Right.
you trust the most?
Single,
No,
single.
it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Blue 42 strong.
Comes out throwing on first down. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And the extra point splits the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Jackrabbit.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now adjusting. He's looking on the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does
Okay,
manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Longer. Gaucho. Gaucho.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Coming after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Ready.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback.
Let's go.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again.
White 29.
Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Social.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, what a move! Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Gordon. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts.
He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Back to throw, it's Green. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half.
All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here for the offense.
Red 54! Red 54!
Looking for a man, it's Jordan. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
White 53! Brick, brick, brick!
He's gonna pass on second down. Makes the grab. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
All right, let's get
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Black 88! Black 88! Rip, 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 rip!
Looking to go up top on first down. And the full dive and grab down the left side. Just rip off huge chunks of yardage like that. Christian Kirk, Mike Evans, so many guys over the years have done it well for the Aggies.
Explosive playmakers that you see on Sundays making big plays, and that's what you want to find. And you got them in the state of Texas. You got these guys that can run, that are highly recruited. You got access to them. Go find them, plug them in the game, and this
Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Okay.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
He's looking deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
Going for it all. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Gordon. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Let's go.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Red 29.
He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Going up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big
Here we
play.
go. Do the
They're about to run a
show.
dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Get ready.
Looking to throw on second down. And it's caught inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone.
Ready,
The
set.
defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back.
Easy.
The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
On the ready.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set. Get set. Ready.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Dances away from the heat. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession to give yourself a chance to win.
The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Slab.
Looking for room, it's Hobbs. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Got it.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Able to make the grab, but could not keep the feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
Nice body position by the defense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6.
6-9-1, Gator Spark.
Quarterback will audible.
Go.
On 3rd down, going up top. He'll throw it. Grabs it in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Snowed under by the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia trying to finish the deal and run out the clock. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
All right,
1st down for this offense.
Combo Rambo, combo Ram. Red 18. Red 18.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards.
Ready.
As a
set.
defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has